The email arrived, subject line stark application update, another rejection. It was a familiar sting, one he had felt many times before. This one made it 100. A century of no's, each one a reminder of dreams deferred. 100 rejections for jobs, for grants, for opportunities. Each one a door closed, a path not taken. Each one a tiny paper cut on his spirit. The cumulative pain was almost unbearable. Disappointment was an old friend now, a familiar ache in his chest. It had settled in, making itself at home. He thought of the countless hours poured into each application, the hope woven into every word, the late nights, the revisions, the endless waiting, and with each no, that hope felt a little more fragile. It was like watching a delicate glass sculpture crack, piece by piece. Friends offered platitudes, it's just a numbers game. They meant well, but their words felt empty. Something better is around the corner. He wanted to believe them, but doubt had taken root. But those words rang hollow against the silence of his empty inbox. The void was deafening, a constant reminder of his struggles. The weight of 100 rejections felt heavy, a mountain he wasn't sure he could climb, yet somewhere deep inside, a small voice urged him to keep going. Doubt, insidious and cold, began to creep in. Maybe they were right. Maybe he wasn't good enough. Maybe he should just give up, accept a life less extraordinary, less fraught with the sting of rejection. The thought of abandoning his dreams brought a different kind of pain, a dull throb in his heart. He looked around his small apartment, at the vision board adorned with aspirations now mocking him. Sleep offered little respite. Dreams, once filled with ambition, now morphed into nightmares of endless rejection, his name becoming synonymous with failure. He woke each morning with the taste of defeat clinging to him like a bad smell. One day, amidst the avalanche of rejections, he received something different, feedback. It was unexpected, a small glimmer of hope in a sea of disappointment. A kind editor, moved by his persistence, offered a few lines on his writing. These lines were more than just words. They were a lifeline. The words were direct, honest, and stung like alcohol on a wound. They cut deep, revealing the raw truth about his work. He saw his flaws reflected back at him, the overused metaphors, the meandering sentences, the lack of a clear voice. It was a harsh mirror showing him what he needed to change. He could have dismissed it, clung to his pride. The temptation to ignore the criticism was strong. Instead, he chose to listen. He took a deep breath and decided to embrace the feedback. He spent hours dissecting his work, sentence by sentence, rewriting, polishing, honing. Each critique became a stepping stone towards improvement. He joined writing groups, sought out mentors, devoured books on craft. He immersed himself in the world of writing, eager to learn and grow. Rejection, once his tormentor, was becoming his most brutal and most valuable teacher. It was no longer a source of despair, but a catalyst for growth. Section 4. The Seeds of Resilience. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, things began to shift. The rejections kept coming, but they felt different now. He no longer saw them as insurmountable walls, but as stepping stones, each one bringing him closer to his goal. He started receiving personalized feedback, requests for additional writing samples, invitations to interview, small victories, but each one felt like a triumph against the odds. He learned to celebrate the small wins, to find joy in the process, to appreciate the journey as much as the destination. He realized that resilience wasn't the absence of fear, but the courage to keep going despite it. Section 5, a triumph forged in fire. Then, on a day that began like any other, came the email that changed everything. It was a moment he had been waiting for, a moment that seemed almost surreal. "We are delighted to offer you..." The words seemed to leap off the screen, filling him with a sense of accomplishment and relief. He read the words through a blur of tears, the culmination of countless hours, countless rejections, countless moments of self-doubt. He had done it. The journey had been long and arduous, but this moment made it all worthwhile. He had climbed his mountain, not by wishing it away, but by chipping away at it, one rejection at a time. Each step, each effort had brought him closer to this pinnacle of success. He was living proof that persistence, fueled by passion and a willingness to learn, could move mountains. His victory was not just a personal achievement, but a testament to the power of resilience. His journey taught him that the path to success is rarely linear, often paved with setbacks and disappointments. Yet each twist and turn had its purpose, shaping him into the person he had become. But within each rejection lay a seed of opportunity, a chance to learn, to grow, to become more resilient, more determined, more deserving of his dreams. Every setback was a lesson, every failure a stepping stone. The man who had once been defeated by rejection had emerged from the fire, stronger, wiser, and ready to embrace the extraordinary life he had fought so hard to create. His story was a beacon of hope, a reminder that true triumph is forged in the fires of perseverance.